Hey, my super beautiful, lovely souls. Lizzie the Lightworker here. Welcome. Today we're doing videos for Capricorn. We're in Capricorn season. Happy birthday, Capricorn. Today we're talking about dealing with a narcissist. So Capricorn, this is for the narcissist in your life. You may not even be aware, or you may be curious about it, or just sort of feeling it, and you're finding this video. What we're going to talk about is you. How do you feel? We're going to talk about the traits of the narcissist, why they're like this, what happened to them that made them like this, because we do know that narcissists are not born, they're made. We're going to talk about ways that they hurt or disrupt others, ways that they hurt or disrupt themselves, sort of some strategies maybe some stuff you've been dealing with, maybe some ways to, counteract, and ways to cut ties, because ultimately, guys, it is really about going no contact and trying to, revitalize everything in life after narcissistic abuse. And then we're going to talk about advice to heal going forward, okay? So if you'd like to hear all these messages and more, please stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get into this. So how do you feel? How do you feel? Wow. So you feel like you're using up all your good energy, and I do feel like they bring out the absolute worst in you. This is like not being able to accept the fact also that you can change this. I feel like you feel trapped, like you feel like you don't have the will to do this. You don't have like the wits about you anymore. You feel like almost like you're in a very fake place. And I don't know if that's them that has now caused you to put on a fake face for them, because if you don't act exactly the way that they want, it's like they'll be hell to pay. I'm getting that a little bit. Yeah, I feel like this person is super immature. Okay, I feel like you might be dealing with a younger earth sign. You bring all the normal to this relationship. You bring all the practical, the normal. You bring a sense of like direction and a sense of future and saving money and responsibility. They don't even know what the hell that is. They're like wanting a mommy or a daddy almost. That's what I feel like. I feel like they see in you like you could be their mom or their dad. They need this direction. I feel like they might have been abandoned as like a kid, or one of their parents walked away, or both of their parents. There's a sense of like this abandonment, and I don't know what to do with myself, and I don't know what the world is about. It's more like they also, I feel like, are very unmotivated. Like I feel like you're trying to tell them, look, you need to do this, or you need to get a better job, or you need to get a job, period. You need to save your money, this, that, and the other thing. And they're very like resistant to it, because I feel like they missed out on their childhood. I'm getting a sense of that. I feel like they missed out on their childhood, and they're acting like they want a mommy or a daddy. It's kind of sick, really. Yeah, I just feel like they did not have any structure in the past, and any structure that they had was sort of like it didn't go anywhere. Like they're a little bit like lazy. I also feel like they have good ideas about things, and they really do know what they need to do. They're just like lazy. I feel like they're all about the look of something, but not like the core of it, if that makes any sense. That's what I'm getting. I'm sorry, my words are not, it's like I get tongue tied a bit. I think Spirit tries to, I have to sometimes ask Spirit to slow down, but yeah, I'm getting like they're like a peacock. They want to look good. They want to feel good. They lie about things. They lie about money. They put a facade onto other people. They know how to bullshit. They've learned all these things through life. Yeah, they're very, very cocky. To me, it's all about like, I'm the best and I am the boss and I will slay you down if you get in my way. They have a lot of attitude. I feel like the things that they say, like they have fantasies, like they're like, I'm going to be a rock star and watch me, because I'm going to be a rock star today. But tomorrow they want to be a CEO of a bank. I feel like there's a lot of like fantasy kind of shit going on here, and they want you to support them, and they get angry when you don't. You're all about the practical. You're all about like, what the F are you going to do with the rest of your life? Like, you're not going to live off of me anymore. Like, what is going on with you? And they're all like, why don't you shut up and mind your business? They're very like nasty. That nasty side comes out. And I do feel like they're very two-faced. They act one way to one group of people or one person, and then they act differently to you. Unfortunately, you have seen that side. I should say rather, fortunately, that can help you to open up to realize how toxic this person is. But yeah, they're cocky. They're 100% driven by their ego and the need to feed their ego. They'll do anything to do that, including getting very nasty with you and very brash. And they have no problem saying what they want and demanding it. I feel like, yeah, they're very childish. I feel like you're dealing with like a mental 5-year-old here. Okay. But they put on like this big act in front of other people. And I think that you may have seen it once or twice and you called them out, or you tried to at least, and they acted like you were the crazy one. Okay. So I feel like there's a little bit of that going on. They definitely want to do other things, but they have not a lot of drive to do it. Okay. They have a lot of things they want to accomplish in life, but they know they can't do it on their own. Okay. They always need sort of like this supplier, this person in their back corner. I feel like they've put you in their back corner. Like you're their resources. I feel like you're their lifeline, actually. They can't really like go on without having someone like you, a strong, grounded person, as their lifeline. They just like drama. I feel like they like drama and they really like to fight. I feel like this energy coming in is like maybe possibly from their father. I'm getting more of like a father energy when it comes to traits and why they're like this. I feel like they were around a ton of fighting. That's all they saw. Their parents could have been fighting all the time, or their guardians, or whoever they were raised by or with were fighting all the time. There was never like a nice, calm environment for this person. And I do feel like they are like this in life. They don't agree with people. Their opinion has to be the number one opinion. They will fight. They will knock you down. They'll knock your teeth out if it means they're going to win. I feel like there's a lot of aggression here. So much to the point I'm picking up on it. I'm actually getting agitated. I don't know if you guys hear it in my voice. There's a lot of aggression here. Whether it's covert aggression that they're hiding this inside, or it's outward aggression where it's outward, it doesn't matter. There's a ton of aggression here. They just want to be right. They don't like competition. They have to be the best. I wouldn't be surprised if you're dealing with an Aries or a Sagittarius or a fire sign, younger. I feel like they'll go up against people even if they don't have like a pot to piss in. They'll pretend they do. It's like David and Goliath. It's crazy. I'm getting this energy where like they'll inflate themselves so big. Do you ever see like a cat puff up when it's scared or ready to attack? That's like what they do. They puff up to make themselves look more threatening or seem bigger than they are. They're really not this way. So yeah, a ton of aggression. Yeah, they also are always kind of planning or looking for the next, not the next best thing, but their next plan. I feel like even though they're with you or were with you or around you, they're always looking for that next person or the next maybe sponsor for energy supply that they can find. They're never happy with what they have. They're always like, oh, well, this could be better. Or, oh, well, it could be nicer. It could be hotter. It could be better. It could be sexier. It could be prettier. It could be more expensive. They're never happy like with just what they have. They're always like the next best thing, the next best thing. Whether they tell you this or not, whether you've seen it or not, deep down at their core, they're always sort of like looking for more. They're never like really satisfied. I also feel like this whole thing, there might be with this energy of that 5 of Wands, like sort of an aggressive energy coming in to show you, to sort of wake you up to this. They're not going to change. I feel like you're in an energy where you're like kind of like drifting away and looking out a window, like hoping and praying that they're going to change. They're not going to. You also need to reevaluate this whole situation because you're stopping yourself from having better progress in life. I feel like they're messing with your money. They're messing with your career. They're messing with your savings. They're messing with things. You're going to an empty well. That's what it is. You're filling the well for them and they're emptying it. And every time you go to get a drink of water or something that you need, it's not there. So Spirit wants you to reevaluate this situation. You really need to think the past, like I would even say the past 7 months. leading up to this, what the past was. Maybe you're no contact. Maybe you're thinking about going no contact. Either way, it's a time to reevaluate and sort of, look at everything that's happened. But they're not changing. Okay, what are ways that they disrupt or hurt others? Like, we'll talk a little bit about that. They have no direction. We're getting another reevaluate. I feel like you need to see them in a different light. You need to see them for what they really are, like this kind of bratty child in a toy store, and there's 15 toys in front of them. They want every single toy. They can't afford every single toy, but they want every single toy. They'll have a tantrum about it. They're just in this like 5-year-old's energy. There's other things in front of them. They are sort of almost like refusing to choose because there's so much around them. They actually have a lot. I feel like you have provided them a lot and other people provide them with things. So they're like all set, but they're greedy and they're selfish and nothing is ever good enough. I feel like there might be also some problems. I don't know if this is resonating with some of you, but I'm feeling like there might be problems with drugs or alcohol. Also some mental illness. This is definitely somebody that to me feels like a hypermanic person. That's having like mania issues. Like, I'm not a psychiatrist or anything or a psychologist, but I do a lot of research on this topic. And I feel like with this card, there's some emotional disturbances. There's definitely some sort of wackiness going on. Okay. They don't care. They're very self-focused. They would use a mental illness to get out of something. They would like use it to gain more supply or gain attention or poor me or I'm so sorry for you. Oh my God. They like live and die by that. So I feel like they're not aware that they're disrupting others. They don't care. They're not aware that they're harming themselves. They're not aware that they're harming you or anyone else that comes into their path. Yeah, you are their lifeline. You provide them, they provide really nothing to you. And if you think they do, it's an illusion. They provide nothing. You are filling the cup and filling the cup and filling the cup. They're drinking in a voracious, greedy, selfish, disgusting way. And you keep filling it. I feel like you're enabling them and they know it though. They're like, oh, this is the number. I'll never leave this person. They give me everything I want. I'll never leave them. I'll go have affairs. I'll go cheat. I'll go look. I'll go talk to other people. They'll never know. I won't ever let them know. But they're my number one supply. So you are their number one supply. They don't see anyone else that can even compare to you in that aspect. But it's not for a good reason. There's no love here. The love is for themselves. They love what you give them. They love what you do for them. They love that you listen. They love that you build them up. They love that you support them. They love all of those things, but there's no real love. They don't love themselves either, even if they appear to. Very, very empty inside. Okay, so what you need to get into is sort of starting to figure out before this person came along how you felt and how you were, because I'm getting that you have a very, very, very independent nature. I feel like you need to get back to that. I feel like you've lost yourself. You have lost your almost like your identity, who you are, whatever. But I feel like you've always like been able to keep a job and work. But I feel like this is starting to mess with your work now. Okay. You need to get back to that independence because I feel like you're absolutely fine without this person. They provide absolutely nothing for you. You're the one with the money and you're the one that holds the key. Okay. Yeah, they're causing you grief. You're not sleeping at night. You're up worried about them. I feel like they're disappearing on you and you're like, what the fuck? Where are they? You know, deep down, you know all the answers. Deep down, you've already acquired wisdom about this, okay? But if you keep putting it off and you're afraid to face it, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse before it gets better. The only way it's going to get better is if you cut contact. And it looks to me like you're still in this. To me, this is somebody that's still in this, but I mean, it can resonate if you've had this in your past. If you're finding this video, it's messages you need to hear from spirit guides. So yeah, this to me is, you know, helping yourself get out of this and moving towards cutting ties, because this person, they think who the hell they are. They think they got you. They think they've won. I feel like you let them win a lot and now they're like, aha, I'm the winner. You lost. It's like a kid when you teach them how to play chess and they want you to keep losing just so they can smile and be like, I won again. It's very childish and bratty. Oh my God, this person is just, they just need to be alone, and they never will be. They'll always find somebody, always find a supply, always find a place to call home. They'll always find someone to back them up. So please don't feel like it's you. I feel like this is something you just stumbled into this and it sucked you in. But you have to really kind of start to see them for who they are. I feel like you're going to, but you feel like this is more of a devastation than they do. I feel like if you don't wake up to this soon, you're going to end up in a very heartbreaking situation. I feel like you're going to find out about them the hard way. I feel like you might find out that they were talking to somebody behind your back or cheating. There's shit behind your back that's being done. And I feel like you're ignoring your intuition about it, but you also have to take this hard hit so you can realize you need to wake up, because this is the wake up call. When you're completely down rock bottom, you rise from the ashes and become a phoenix. And there's new ways for you to go, new paths, new people waiting. I wouldn't be surprised if there's someone else that's interested in you and you're sort of ignoring them, or they're going to come through to help you get over this. But yeah, you really need to cut the ties, because it's not, and look, we're getting strength to do it, strength to persevere, coming out of it. This whole thing is taking you strength. You're being told from spirit to use your strength to work on cutting ties, and you will be fine. It will make you so much stronger than you ever thought you could be, but it's using up all your strength. You feel like you need to fix them. You can't fix them. You feel like you need to support them, fix them, help them, nurture them, all those things. They don't appreciate it. They don't appreciate it. So going forward, the energy that I feel like your narcissist is carrying, we're getting greed. Okay, see, never satisfied. We talked about that. Oh my gosh. They're never satisfied. They're never going to be satisfied. Please just know that narcissism is a sickness, okay? Narcissistic personality disorder, it's a sickness. This person is not going to get better. They're going to stay this way. And the energy that you may need to carry or release is defeat. You did nothing wrong. It's not a game, okay? The only way you make it a game is if you keep playing. Once you start to disengage from this game, you cannot be defeated. You can only win. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please leave me some comments. I love you all. I'm sending you love and light and healing. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This has been Lizzie the Lightworker.